respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Windows down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when it can be chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap at the ball game?
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. 7 yards there and a first down. The play fake, Mills. Steps in, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down in the sack.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Backed up here in a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not a great start to winning his first target. Let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that throughout this game.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Over the middle, it's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Uses the stiff arm. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now, Mills. He's got his man, it's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down throw for Mills. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now 1st quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mills' throw complete there to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Maurice Hurst drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke it.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
To go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mills to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake, Mills. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. A throw on the money to Rager. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Mills. Being chased out left. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mills. Dancing to his left. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Rager. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Mills now. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Watson on third down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Final play of the half, Mills slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got room. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 15. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down now, Felton. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Mills to throw for it on fourth. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Here's Mills. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing again on second down. Mills. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Mills. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. 29 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point safely through. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's the throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first and 10, Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Watson going to keep it again. Down to the 25. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. York able to send this one through, and they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter. And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On play action, Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not it.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And see the Trolls had 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Watson off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 45.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. Second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do